Hello again, this is AttillaSA and welcome back to Let's Play the Chaos Engine. This is bonus number 2. Notably, this time I'm going to be showing around a bit the Brigand, also paired up with the Thug, just in case. And the Brigand is one of the medium characters described previously in the blurb. He uses a rifle as his main weapon, and his first special power is the Shot Burst. The first special power of the Thug was the shotgun, and the first special power is the Molotov cocktail, or Molotov as the game just calls it. I'm not playing too well on this for some reason, but it's kind of a relief. It's strangely awkward after playing this early level after you've played the game more than once. It's like, well, everything just sort of slows down. So yeah, the Shot Burst, well, he's medium, again, with a medium character, you can say he's got medium speed, toughness, attack power. Generally they're all-rounders, and I would accrue them to roughly the medium difficulty of the game. It's not quite the same because there are various factors that affect this, and the Brigand is actually quite good in a certain way. I believe he is one of the few that get Distract Monster as a special power, which I won't show later on because you've seen it before, as I used it to defeat the Chaos Engine. Still, that is a very handy power to have. The Brigand is probably a good one. But like I said, personally, the challenging way to do the game is Gentleman and Scientist. Although technically, I guess the more challenging way is just to take Gentleman. Forget the Scientist. You get no healing, you get no backup, nothing. To do that, you'd have to, well, I know the classic way to do it is to basically take two-player mode and control your guy to get him killed off. Then once it's done, stop refuse any time it asks you if you want to bring him back, which will cost you money, and then you'll just earn all the money yourself. Et voila, c'est magnifique. No, I know that at the end was not necessary, but screw you. I'm not fluent in French. Well, I said I don't intend to be. I mean, I could intend to be. Unfortunately, there isn't much to talk about this level because I don't actually use any special powers, but I'm mostly using this blurb. And the pacing's probably a bit short because I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Well, actually, I'm trying to show off the special power a bit more. And there's going to be some cutting back and forth to various things. Like, I'll show you a little bit of the Mud Rivers here, but next I'll just cut off elsewhere after I've shown the Mud Rivers stuff. You know, his super shot, I think it was called. Super shot, right? Something like that. Where basically, yes, you've seen it. You haven't seen it in this one. Actually, you've seen the Mud Rivers actually normally. I'm not sure if if I'll show that because I forget where I cut off. But super shots where you take the most powerful projectile, including spread, that you can get from powering up, and fire about 8 of them in diametrically different directions. It points to the compass, you know, north, northeast, east, southeast, southwest, west, northwest. And there you go. Yeah, this is different. Certainly, playing this guy, he's fairly fast shooting, and his attacks are fairly potent, which makes him different to play, I guess. However, they all play roughly the same. The special powers is really what makes them different. Aside from this, now there we go. Yeah, super shot. Great. It starts very good at low levels, and does not get better as you get higher. It will not get increased whatsoever, which means it's good for, I guess, taking out little tiny things like those ferrets you see. Anyway, yeah, now we're going back to, oh yes, the first level of the maze. No, the first level of workshops, the maze. And that's the airburst. You'll see a bit later on, but now his attacks, since he's upgraded, are a 3-shot burst of his rifle rounds. Not bad, actually. Again, each individual shot is weaker than the previous level, usually. But, so hitting them on all 3 of them is the only way to get the maximum damage, which means that certain enemies are actually easy to take out using the Scientist's fully upgraded power, which I think has a higher individual shots, there's only 1 shot, than the individual shots of nearly any of the characters, but lacks any spread. I forget if the Scientist actually gets after attack power. You know, basically the projectile keeps him going. You see this guy here, when he hits someone, the projectile just stops if it hits anyone. The gentleman, and I forget if the preacher did it, Scientist did it or not, but it would just keep on going, which is great against masses of things. Yeah, it stops there mostly. Not much else here. I got killed pointlessly, and I was using the super shot pointlessly. It's not so much. Oh, that was the bomb. Oh, that was the the Molotov. Anyway, now we're over in the Fortress Mansion first level, and it's lagging. I'm not sure why. Oh well, you've already recorded that. Yeah, Fortress Mansion, more dangerous now. His upgrade is I don't believe it when he spread, just the projectiles got more potent, which I guess is something. I forget if he's bought any more special powers yet, because I don't think he bought any more really until right near the end. In fact, this is probably entirely unnecessary, but you'll find out. I might just cut this entire thing up and throw it away in a bin. Yeah, he's decent, I guess. He's an all-rounder. I've been saying it several times by now. There's I got a track monster, or the track monster. I forget if it's called which one. Oh well, it tracks projectiles, including missiles, which is the reason for fighting the Chaos Engine like that. You take the missiles out and you can do it. And of course you may think to yourself, well, the Chaos Engine doesn't look that hard. Well, yeah. For a comment about the previous one, a lot of the game is basically building up to the end. If you don't get enough special power uses, or enough extra lives, or upgrade enough, you know, due to bad choices, or just losing out on lives earlier by playing badly, or due to not upgrading fast enough, the game gets a lot harder later on. Basically, if you start good, you end up good. That's the chief way to win it. If you can't just hope. Unlike this game is again a very, very strict game. Oh, that was the airburst. It doesn't work usually. It's good at it's the Thug's second special power. It works by basically, yeah, you fire your best attack out on the at a higher level. Unfortunately, if there's nothing on the higher level, then it's kind of pointless. Still, I think I'll do something that's handy and will likely become useful in later life. Now, these are in various languages. In bir asablif, nemi birek kanuk, ada jadid biramin fadleg. Un bies set beast so pias, oans bi aga sans so guad, nec visi pivo molum, mais survech por favor, un me resa plau, una me set pasa, yigeng pi qui, nicia visi pivo ugoditi, keden vice pivo bit pregemani. Nok en bajar behag. In beer obligit. Another beer, please. Ux ig sem ad. Isa laling mara mi surpassa masiahan. Viela ig siolut. Un otra bière s'il vous plaît. Oh, I'm reading it wrong. Un autre bière, s'il vous plaît. Un me cerveja. Noch ein Bier bitte. Oh, it's still going. Never mind me pausing here. Nothing's interesting has happened. Good. Then I'll continue. Where was I? No. Borona echo en bier sapa gracalo. I un uto ni haustinana. Eka adhika biara chana. Karak serpan megisot. In fleri jord poknesat. Satu lagi bir makasi. Una nuova bira per favore. Mo hitosu no biru on egai shimusa. Ora mo hitotsu no biru on egai shimasa. Unas magis bir comodo. Una cerveza, ma por favor. Vi inas das gi u alu deku. Satu ligi nisang. Da ia negshar arag nokinol po prosheyesh te yedin po. Oh, we're in the next area. Okay, I think here more... The next world's alright. Here the more stuff has happened. And less pointless filler is occurring. Oh yes, such from the 4-way thing. Again, this guy... I think 4 is the maximum you can go. Maybe 5. Probably 4. I think only 5 comes to the Navi and the Thug. The more potent character, the higher the blast rate... the higher spread you get. Unfortunately, having a higher spread means each shot individually is weaker, and he's been walking through those pingers, or whatever I called them. Now here's where the what's the name, airburst shot would become handy. I tried changing for it, but I failed because well, changing for an alternate power that's on the other side of the game is kind of hard sometimes. Sorry for that. And well, yeah, those whirlwind bots, I think I called them, and how am I dead for a second? So again, it is quite a hard game sometimes. And oh, don't mind me. There we go. Right. That was, yeah, obviously the Molotov cocktail. You've seen it before. It's a quite good attack. Loses its potency over a while, but you can basically take out one opponent with that. Otherwise, a lot of the special powers lose really any utility by this time. Aside from things like the healing, the first aid, the monster tractor. The airburst, I'm not sure. I think it's just the same as a super shot, but on a higher level. I think the freeze... Oh, the freeze is always useful, yeah. The freeze is definitely always useful. I don't think I actually show anything new off here. Because the special powers the Brigand can get aren't that special, really. They're just... You've seen them before, probably. Oh, yeah, that's what's fun to take out there. Otherwise, you get swarmed by far too many of those bastard whirlwind bots. Still, yeah, I think this is it, actually. I'll just continue to the other level, and I forget if I use any special powers or not, so, I guess you'll have to wait till next time if anything unimportant happens, and then I can likely recite the rest of the languages to you. Maybe you'll be able to go to a bar anywhere in the world and ask for another beer, assuming that you've already asked for one. This might be a bit troublesome, so you can probably decipher the language somehow. Forget the word please sometimes, I don't know, maybe the barman's looking at you wrongly and you need to teach him how to treat you properly or something. Yeah, end of level. Nothing, that's gone. Oh well. This is the bonus update, and as such entirely unnecessary for you to see. Still, if you enjoyed it, please send a postcard with a £5 note stapled to it. Actually not stapled, taped to it. To an address which I cannot disclose. Just write Attila on it, and if you're from foreign lands, United Kingdom underneath that. Throw it in the mail, and it should hopefully get to me. If not, well then obviously you didn't do it, and I will hate you for that. It's your fault. Okay, anyway, that was Attila. This was Let's Play the Chaos Engine, an entirely unnecessary update. Good night, and next time will practically be, I forget, another update based on some guy. Another of the mercenaries, or soldiers of fortune, I keep calling them, because otherwise I get confused with the actual soldier of fortune called the mercenary. And I don't want to do that. Plus there's a reference to the other name of the game in America. Good night.